Good afternoon, everybody. This is Damon Bond of Bond Realty Group, licensed real estate broker in the states of Connecticut and New York. Hope everybody's doing well today. Today is May 3rd, 2018. It is Thursday, May 3rd, 2018, to be more precise. Hope everybody's doing well today. Spring has finally sprung. It is here. The weather is nice. I am not going to complain about the heat or anything like that forever. This winter psychologically messed me up. It's been long, it's been crazy, and it just wasn't here in the New York, Connecticut area. It's been in the whole country. Different people, relatives telling me it's been kind of off the hook, so to speak, if I may be colloquial, and it's happening. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can always give me a call, 203-394-8123, 203-394-8123, or you always send me an email at dbond011@gmail.com. That is dbond011@gmail.com. And I return all emails and all phone calls. Sometimes it takes me a little while, but I do return them. So thank you for tuning in to this segment of Real Talk, where we talk about real estate issues that you may have questions about or anything, or things that I just think should be addressed. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, share it with somebody. If you want, please do. There's not a problem. All right, so it's been warm for the past couple of days. Spring is finally here, and you start to see people practicing various types of sports in the parks and everything like that, and you start to see people do a lot of yard cleaning in their yard. You see them cutting the grass now. I hear the lawnmower has been going on first time since fall. I heard them. You see people picking up trash in their yard, and you even start to see a little barbecue going on in some places. So I was thinking, I say, wow, that's nice. And there are a lot of people who wish they could do these type of things, but may not be able to, because of lack of, where they live, it may not be conducive to that. And so I was asking somebody, what should I do for my next, segment on Real Talk? And they made a suggestion that I should do something on, how to moderate income people, how can they purchase a home? Is it possible for moderate income people to purchase purchase a house, a home, a condo, something to live in? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes. It is possible, and I thought that was very important to do. So that's what I'm going to be addressing today. Now, as I said before, in several of my videos, you want to make sure your credit is good. So, ideally the highest, the higher the better. But 620 credit score is what you need to qualify for FHA loan. You can also qualify for a loan as low as 580. Now, not all institutions do that. But with a 580 credit score, some institutions will actually give you a mortgage. Will not give you a mortgage, but they'll lend you the money for a mortgage. With 580, you just have to show in many cases that you can't have any anything like major. I mean, obviously 580 is low, but as long as you could show proof that you have been paying your rent, landlord and whatnot, your rent, then that can go without a problem usually in some cases. So, it's absolutely possible. So let's say you're not making a lot of money, and particularly if you live in the, New York, Connecticut area, housing is expensive, with the exception of a few, cities and towns within that whole distance. It can be expensive, prohibitively expensive. So yes, you can afford, it's possible. Now, I'm going to give you a bunch of names and places and stuff like that, so make sure you take your notes. I just want to say that by no means am I endorsing anybody. I'm just saying these are the agencies that can provide you help, possibly, but I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying if they're great. I'll let you know if they're great. But just as a general rule of thumb, I don't endorse. I'm just giving you the information. As they say on the street, I'm giving you the 411. All right? And this is going to be specific toward Connecticut and New York. I'm going to go into, specifics later on, but right now it's going to be Connecticut and New York. For you people who live in other parts of the country, I'd recommend whatever city you're living in or state you're living in. I would recommend you Google. I would recommend that you Google to find out if they have any of these things available to you. All right. So I'm going to start off with Connecticut first. And I'm going to focus on primarily Fairfield County. That's where my office is, and that's where I conduct the majority of my business. So I'm going to focus on Fairfield County primarily. So the people who live in New Haven County, just come down over here. New Haven County, of course, the biggest city in New Haven County is New Haven. And the people upstate, Hartford, they do have stuff for you up there. But I'm going to focus specifically on Fairfield County. And some of the things I focus on, the state, the state can encompass all, counties in the state of Connecticut. So here in Connecticut, all right, a couple agencies that could be of some assistance to you. Number one is the Mutual Housing Authority. I think they have a different name now. I think it's called the, Connecticut Housing Partners or something like that. But what they do is they actually can assist you in, finding, low cost housing. I mean, buying a home. Sometimes what they do is they have properties that they've, they purchase, they renovate them, they fix them up, make them real nice, spit clean inside and out, as they used to say, the old timers used to say. And what they do is they sell them for below market rates. Now, usually with these programs, Mutual Housing Authority and, Connecticut Housing Authority, usually you can't exceed a certain income. What that certain income is, I don't know. They change from year to year. But you have to meet certain income guidelines, so you can't make over a certain amount of dollars in order to qualify for these properties. And they're very nice, very, very, very nice properties. I mean, they're very nice. So you're moving in with a turnkey property, and they offer them throughout the state or whatnot in various cities. Also, for my Connecticut people, both Fairfield and New Haven counties, check what the city or town you live in, because sometimes they do that. They have properties that are sold that are income eligible, so you can buy them, all right, and purchase them. So I mentioned Mutual Housing Authority is one. Or AKA Connecticut Housing Partners. I don't know, sometimes these agencies change. The next one is Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust. All right. Now, Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust focus exclusively on Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport, in case you didn't know, is the largest city in Connecticut. It's 150,000. This happens to be also the poor city in Connecticut. Not to say that you don't have people means who live here. You do, but overwhelmingly it tends to be a low income city. So Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust also has properties for sale exclusively. Primarily in Bridgeport. A lot of condos and things like that. With Mutual Housing Authority, they do have places in different locations throughout the state. They do have Bridgeport, they have Stamford, they have Wilton, they have Trumbull, they have Fairfield. So you just have to look around with that. All right. So that's Mutual Housing Authority, aka Connecticut Housing Authority. Connecticut Housing Partners. You have the Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust. All right. Another place that you may want to look into is CHAFA, which stands for the Connecticut Housing Finance Authority. And so you want to go to their site. If I remember this, www.chfa.org, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a list of single family properties that they have for sale. To my knowledge, it's not necessarily income restricted, but don't quote me on that. But certainly you want to navigate these sites and find out for yourself information. I'm just trying to lead you to the water. It's up to you to drink the water, okay? So that's for Connecticut. Now, New York is interesting because New York is so large and it's huge. It dwarfs Connecticut. I mean, just alone the New York metro area alone. I say the New York metro area excluding Connecticut is well over 10 million people, well over. The city of New York itself, the five boroughs of New York City, has 8.5 million people. Then when you include Westchester County, which is a part of Metro New York, and Nassau and Suffolk counties, that number balloons. So it is actually more than 10 million people. It's a lot. So 10 plus million people. Okay, so for my New York people, right? And I'm only going to focus on the five boroughs and Westchester County because those are the areas that I focus on. I don't even really focus on, when I do the boroughs, I do Manhattan, I do the Bronx, but I'm going to just focus on that. And once again, for my people in New York, if I don't mention the areas in which you live in, then you can always go to your to the county you live in and do some research, or to the village or town that you live in and Google that and see if they have some things, because they probably do. All right, so for my New York people, okay, for New York City, the five boroughs, all right, they'll have something. You go to www.w1, I think, .nyc.gov, or just type in nyc.gov, and they have a thing about affordable housing units. Now, every time you go to New York, you always see new construction, these buildings going up. By law, all right, they have to set aside like anywhere between 10 to 15% for affordable housing. So you have, Midtown Manhattan on the heart of the Upper West Side, or heart of the Upper East Side. You have these, nice, expensive, condos. All right, but they have to make, like I said, 10 to 15% of that eligible for, below market price for buyers. Now, of course, you have to make a certain income just as well, just like I mentioned Connecticut, but they're there. So check that out. They'll be able to assist you with that. Like I said, Connecticut only has a population of 3.5 million people. Out of that 3.5 million people, most of the people in the state tend to live along the coast, Long Island Sound, which is Fairfield County and New Haven County. So that's that. For Westchester County, once again, people in Westchester County, check your local, municipalities, right? But somewhere you can inquire is called the Westchester Residential Opportunity. Westchester Residential Opportunity. I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm just giving you the information. Google it yourself, please. And their number is 914-428-5407. That's 914-428-4507. So these are some things you can do. And like I said, if you live in Nassau and Suffolk County, you go to your county seat to see if they have anything available. I'm sure they do. Affordable housing is a big issue all across the country because these prices are out of control in some cases. So I hope this was helpful to you. And like I said, I do apologize if I didn't include where you are. I know we got people in Rockland County, it's like, what about us? Or people in Dutchess County as well, and Putnam and so forth. You get the idea. So yeah, so you people up in Poughkeepsie, in Kingston, New York, you people in Nyack, certainly, there's things available for you. Once again, just contact your county people and see if they have something for you, but I'm sure they do. So this has been Real Talk, from Bond Realty Group, licensed real estate broker in Connecticut and New York. Hope this was helpful. Once again, if you have any questions or, you need to give a topic, you can always email me at dbond011@gmail.com. That is dbond011@gmail.com. Or you always give me a call, at 203-394-8123, 203-394-8123. You can text, email, whatever you need to do. And I hope this was informative. So until next time, please stay safe, stay cool. First time I can say that. All right. And be good. Until next time, have a very pleasant good afternoon. Bye-bye.